Hi, my name is Ada Wells from ProBalance Physical Therapy and Pilates in Alameda, California. And what I'd like to do is show you how you can use these great rotating discs, these are for balanced body, for working with balance and hip mobility. So one thing that I like to do is work with my golfers on their backs, doing some motions where they're trying to stabilize the pelvis and then moving the legs back and forth, which is great. But what's even better is when we can bring it back up to a familiar position and have them do it in a weight-bearing position. So what you can do is you can bring, I have two of these spin discs, and you can stand on them. Make sure you're very careful when you stand on them because they can slip rather easily because they're made ball bearings. And then what you can do is keeping just your neutral position of your spine, but just hinging from the hips. We're going to first just start on keeping the right foot steady, and I'm just going to rotate my right hip. Okay, so you can imagine you're just at your stance and you're just rotating around here. So what we're working on is a little bit of control into the pelvis and then learning how to rotate that hip separately from having to rotate the rest of the body. So you might do that side and do the other side. And you want to see if you can rotate it as much as you can. Now notice that my knee, I don't want to have my knee leading. It's basically, this is all occurring from the hip joint. Okay, so if you imagine a swivel coming from the hip, that's where it comes from. So we can do it initially just keeping one side still. Then you can do both sides at the same time. Moving as far as you can. You can then have them going the same direction. And all the while, I'm just trying to stay as stable as I can through the pelvis. Okay? And that, once again, is just a nice way to work on separating the mobility in the pelvis from the stability at, the mobility at the hips from the stability of the pelvis that you might need for a golf swing.